Yo, what up guys, welcome back to another video. We will go ahead and just do a recording. We will still do how we normally do it on stream. It'll just be a little bit different. I will add in music as well for this. But yeah, I will go ahead and roll the new intro for those guys who haven't seen it. Well, let's just do battle work. Battle. That Clara. There was something that I said and then I thought about it and then I was like, no, now I'm confused. Figure out how we're gonna word this now. Hello! How's it going? We're streaming again. Here now. I'm back from the break. Okay. So I'll just read the prologue. There. Next to the the entrance is pulled out a little in the shape of a rectangle on both sides of the they need a place to research the information that was given to them as they the couch facing towards the east, chairs on both sides of the couch. Alright, now that we are back, we still gotta work on, I guess, yeah, we still gotta work on the first crime. I think we done the 5 W's last stream. I think we did the date and time. I think we added in the description of the forest. Oh no, we didn't. So we still gotta do that and then add in the victims' descriptions and appearances. I'm thinking we do that at the crime scene. We'll do that at the crime scene. Yeah, let me just roll into the writing since we can do that already, so yeah. Alright. Now that we're over here. Alright, okay. Let me just reread this quickly, because I need to reread it. Yo, Ivan, do you feel like there's something out there watching us? Bill asked. Yeah, it does. Also, I can't help but feel that there is something dark about this forest, Ivan said. Do you even know what the name of this forest is? And at least some background information? Or did you do what you normally do and don't research a place before going? Bill asked. Hey! This forest is called Skinwalker Forest, and no, we do not have any background information, Ivan said. As the sun sets, a deer walks by Ivan and Bill's camp. But this was not any ordinary deer, and it seems a little weird. Like it was taking note of the camp. Bro, does this deer look weird to you? Ivan asked. Bill looked towards the deer. No, it just looks like a normal deer to me, Bill said. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in some of the crime now. Yeah, I can do that, okay. Well, no. Okay, what I will do is I will add in, maybe I should add in the descriptions. Hold on. Because we gotta add in victims' descriptions / appearance. Could do that. Let's look at our notes again. Add in last names. Do we need, we could, well, maybe when they ask. Okay. We'll do the skin, or no, the deer walks. I guess we can do trots off. The deer trots off and no. The deer trots off and goes deep in forest. The deer trots off and goes deep into the forest. Bill... No. Ivan... and... Bill... Now... Ivan... starts... to feel... uneasy. No, not that word. Starts to feel like something's off. Something starts to feel like something is off about the forest. Ivan starts to feel something's off about the forest. Man, I don't like how that deer was acting. Man, I don't like how that deer was acting. Almost feels like it almost feels like it wasn't a normal deer. Ivan said. Man, I don't like how that deer is acting. Almost feels like it wasn't a normal deer, Ivan said. I don't know. The deer seemed normal to me, Bill said. I don't know, the deer seemed normal to me, Bill said. Oh, don't say that I tried. To warn you. Man, I don't like the way that deer was acting. Almost feels like it was a normal deer. I don't know. I don't know, man. The deer seemed normal to me. Man, I don't like how that deer was acting. Almost feels like it wasn't a normal deer, Ivan said. I don't know, man. The deer seemed normal to me, Bill said. Well, don't say I tried to warn you, Ivan said. I also don't know why I'm making up these random voice acting. Strange. Warn me? What do you think is going to happen? Warn me? What do you think is gonna happen? Bill asked. Well, for starters, that deer looked like it was observing the camp. Or me, what do you think's gonna happen? Well, for starters, that deer looked like it was gonna... Well, for starters, that deer looked like it was observing the camp. Ivan said. Well, for starters, that deer looked like it was observing the camp. Night falls upon the forest. It was May 9th, in the year 2015. Two campers named Ivan and Bill went to the Skinwalker forest. Let's read this again one more time. It was May 9th, in the year 2015. Two campers named Ivan and Bill went to the Skinwalker forest. Ivan and Bill pulled up in a parking lot near the forest. But little did they know, they were being stalked the minute they pulled up. Ivan and Bill jumped out of the truck. Or out of the truck, yeah. Yeah, we'll just keep that right for now. Ivan and Bill jumped out of the truck. And walked for about 20 minutes. Ivan and Bill jumped out of the truck and walked for about 20 minutes before they found a spot to set up camp for the night. Yo, Ivan, do you feel like there's something out there watching us? Bill asked. Yeah, it does. Also, I can't help but feel that there's something dark about this forest, Ivan said. Do you even know the name of this forest? And at least some background information? Or do you do what you normally do? And don't research a place before going, Bill asked. This forest is called Skinwalker Forest, and no, I do not have any background information, Ivan said. As the sun sets, a deer walks by Ivan and Bill's camp. Hold on. As the sun sets, a deer walks by Ivan and Bill's camp. But this was not any ordinary deer, and it seemed a little weird, like it was taking note of the camp. Bro, does that deer look weird to you? Ivan asked. Bill looks towards the deer. No, it looks like a normal deer to me, Bill said. The deer trots off and goes deep into the forest. Ivan starts to feel something is off about this forest. Man, I feel like the deer was acting almost like it wasn't a normal deer, Ivan said. I don't know, man. The deer seemed normal to me, Bill said. Well, don't say that I tried to warn you, Ivan said. Warn me? What do you think's gonna happen? Bill asked. Well, for starters, that deer looked like it was observing the camp. Night falls upon the forest. Ivan and Bill continues to talk about the deer encounter. Or so they thought. Ivan and Bill continues to talk about the deer encounter, or so they thought. As night falls upon the forest, Ivan and Bill hear blood curdling, not cutting. Curdling scream. Ivan and Bill continues to talk about the deer encounter, or so they thought. As night falls upon the forest, Ivan and Bill continue to talk about the deer encounter, or so they thought. As night falls upon the forest, Ivan and Bill hear a blood-curdling scream. What the hell was that? Bill asked. Ivan and Bill continue to talk about the deer encounter, or so they thought. As night falls upon the forest, Ivan and Bill hear a blood-curdling scream. What the hell was that? Bill asked. That sounded like it was some sort of scream, Ivan said. Ivan and Bill continued to talk about the deer encounter, or so they thought. As night falls upon the forest, Ivan and Bill hear a blood-curdling scream. "What the hell was that?" Bill asked. "That sounded like it was some sort of scream," Ivan said. "Do you think someone is in trouble?" Bill asked. "What the hell was that?" Bill asked. "It sounded like some sort of scream," Ivan said. "Do you think somebody's in trouble?" Bill asked. "Maybe. Only one way to find out," Ivan said. "Maybe. Only one way to find out," Ivan said. "What? You want to go investigate?" Bill asked. "What? You want to go investigate?" Bill asked. "Of course. If someone is in trouble, or if someone is in trouble, don't you think you would just leave?" "Of course, if someone is in trouble, or actually, wait, we can reword this. Hold on. Of course, if let's see. If you were in trouble, of course, if you were in trouble, would you want help?" Ivan asked. Okay, you need a good point," Bill said. Ivan and Bill continued to talk about the deer encounter, or so they thought. As night falls upon the forest, Ivan and Bill hear a blood-curdling scream. "What the hell was that?" Bill asked. "It sounded like some sort of scream," Ivan said. "Do you think somebody's in trouble?" Bill asked. "Maybe. Only one way to find out," Ivan said. "What? You wanna go investigate?" Bill asked. "Of course. If you were in trouble, would you want help?" Ivan asked. "Okay, you made a good point," Bill said. Ivan and Bill walk around to find out where that scream came from. Ivan and Bill walked around to find out where that scream came from. But after an hour, they found they found the deer pelt. Ivan and Bill walked around to find out where the scream came from. But after an hour, they found the deer pelt. Dude, this is the same deer fur that we saw earlier. Ivan said. You're right, but where are the bones and meat at? Bill asked. And this ain't, and I don't think that hunters were hunting this deer. That's a good question. And yeah, we saw no trucks, no other trucks, or no other vehicles nearby, said Ivan. Ivan and Bill walked around to find out where the scream came from, but after an hour, they found the deer pelt. Dude, this is the same deer fur that we saw earlier, Ivan said. You're right, but where are the bones and meat at? Bill asked. And I don't think the hunters were hunting this deer. That's a good question, and yeah, we saw no vehicles nearby when we parked up, said Ivan. Dude, this is the same deer fur that we saw earlier, Ivan said. You're right, but where are those bones and meat at? You're right, but where are the bones and meat at? Bill asked. And I don't think that hunters were hunting this deer. That's a good question, and yeah, we saw no other vehicles nearby when we parked up, said Ivan. Suddenly, a scream came from nearby. Suddenly, a scream came from nearby. Ivan and Bill looked at each other, terrified and scared. Ivan and Bill continued to talk about the deer encounter, or so they thought. As night falls upon the forest, Ivan and Bill hear a blood-curdling scream. What the hell was that? Bill asked. That sounded like it was some sort of scream, Ivan said. You think someone's in trouble? Bill asked. Maybe. Only one way to find out, Ivan said. What? You want to go investigate? Bill asked. Of course. If you were in trouble, would you want help? Ivan asked. Okay, you made a good point, Bill said. Ivan and Bill walked around to find out where the scream came from, but after an hour, found deer pelt. Dude, this deer fur that we saw earlier. Dude, this is the same deer fur that we saw earlier, Ivan said. You're right, but where are the bones and meat at? Bill asked. I don't think the hunters were hunting this deer. That's a good question. And yeah, we saw no other vehicles nearby when we parked up, said Ivan. Suddenly a scream came from nearby. Ivan and Bill looked at each other, terrified and scared. Then came out the Skinwalker, killing the two campers. Okay, I'll let the thing read out this thing. You can have a listen to it. And, yeah. We'll do the read out loud speech thing.
Chapter 1, Investigating Skinwalker Forest. It was May 9th in the year 2015. Two campers named Ivan and Bill went to the Skinwalker Forest. Ivan and Bill pulled up in a parking lot near the forest, but little did they know they were being stalked the minute they pulled up. Ivan and Bill jumped out of the truck and walked for about 20 minutes before they found a spot to set up camp for the night. "Yo Ivan, do you feel like there is something out there watching us?" Bill asked. "Yeah, it does. Also, I can't help but feel that there is something dark about this forest," Ivan said. "Do you even know the name of this forest and at least some background information, or did you do what you normally do and don't research a place before going?" Bill asked. "Hey, this forest is called Skinwalker Forest, and no, I do not know any background information," Ivan said. As the sun sets, a deer walks by Ivan and Bill's camp, but this was not any ordinary deer, and it seems a little weird, like it was taking note of the camp. "Bro, does that deer look weird to you?" Ivan asked. Bill looks towards the deer. No, it just looks like a normal deer to me," Bill said. The deer trots off and goes deep into the forest. Ivan starts to feel like something is off about the forest. "Man, I don't like how that deer was acting, almost feels like it wasn't a normal deer," Ivan said. "I don't know, man, the deer seemed normal to me," Bill said. "Well, don't say that I tried to warn you," Ivan said. Warn me? What do you think is going to happen?" Bill asked. "Well, for starters, that deer looked like it was observing the camp," Ivan said. Ivan and Bill continued to talk about the deer encounter, or so they thought. As night falls upon the forest, Ivan and Bill hear a blood-curdling scream. "What the hell was that?" Bill asked. "That sounded like it was some sort of scream," Ivan said. "Do you think someone is in trouble?" Bill asked. "Maybe, only one way to find out," Ivan said. "What, you want to go investigate?" Bill asked. "Of course, if you were in trouble, would you want help?" Ivan asked. "Okay, you made a good point," Bill said. Ivan and Bill walked around to find out where that scream came from. But after an hour they found the deer pelt. "Dude, this is the same deer fur that we saw earlier," Ivan said. "You're right, but where are the bone and meat at?" Bill asked. "And I don't think that hunters were hunting this deer." "That's a good question, and yeah, we saw no other vehicles nearby when we parked up," said Ivan. Suddenly a scream came from nearby. Ivan and Bill looked at each other, terrified and scared. Then came out the Skinwalker, killing the two campers.
I noticed something that I need to change. But after an hour, they found the deer pelt. We will say that, but after an hour, they found the deer, or the pelt. Well, no, they found the pelt from the deer they found, or no, from the deer they saw earlier. And then, dude, this is the same deer. Dude, this is the same. Sorry. Dude, this is a fur that, yeah. Dude, this is a fur from the deer we saw earlier, Ivan said. Dude, this is a fur from the deer we saw earlier, Ivan said. You're right, but where are the bone and meat at? Bill asked. That should probably be bones. Alright. Ivan and Bill walked around to find out where the scream came from, but after an hour, they found a pelt from the deer they saw earlier. Or I guess they had seen earlier. But after an hour, they found a pelt from the deer that they had seen earlier. Dude, this is the same fur from the deer that we saw earlier. Ivan said, "You're right, but where are the bones meet at?" Bill asked. I don't think that hunters were hunting this deer. That's a good question. And yeah, we saw no other vehicles nearby when we parked up, said Ivan. Suddenly a scream came from nearby. Ivan and Bill looked at each other, terrified, and screamed. Then from the distant trees came out the trees came out figure. Then from the distant trees came out a figure killing the two campers. And then we will get into this whole section here. And then once the investigation comes in, we will then add in more to what happened to the campers. So, yeah. Other than that, well, I guess later too, is I'll have to add in some sensory words and all that other stuff. But for now, I'll just continue getting the story done here. After I'm done the story, I can then add in other things like, for example, Ivan and Bill looked, sorry, not this one. It's Ivan and Bill looked at each other terrified and scared. Then we'll add in those at the end of basically their questions or, you know, what they're saying. So yeah. Without further ado, I will end this video off here. If you were watching this on the YouTube, please give this a like, please subscribe, please turn on those bell notifications so you get notified when I upload. And this will probably be on the live channel, this will be on Facebook, and yeah. So, if you did like this, I will probably do more of this. Maybe some of the, basically some of the other stuff that I don't really want to do on live stream. But yeah. Yeah, I will see you guys in the next live stream. Bye!